power of negative 2t. So it's going to bring down another negative 2 in the bottom. So you have 3 negatives total. So you're going to end up with a negative. But then you already had a half. I'm going to bring another half bottom. So it's going to be a quarter. So this will become negative half t e negative 2t minus a quarter e negative 2t and then no dt. How you doing on this?
Better now.
So integration by part. This is what you need from before. Okay, so then let's see where we're at. So I'll bring it back. So we started with this differential equations here. I wanted to multiply it by this integration factor so that it facilitates me taking the integral of both sides. I found my integration factors, which is e to the power of negative 2t, and I solved it in 2 different ways to show you guys how it's done. I multiplied the whole equation by the integrating factor. Left hand side became a nice pretty derivative, but the right hand side became messy. So I had to do integration by parts. So the left hand side just became e to the power of negative 2t times y. The right hand side was 2 integral. The first one was easy because I just had to take the integral of this. So that became negative 2 e to the power of negative 2t. But then the rest of this became this. I'm going to rewrite this what I found. It became this negative half of t e to the power of negative 2t minus a quarter e to the power of negative 2t and then plus the constant c. So this square bracket is what I just did in the bottom here. I mean, I did all of these individually. I did 3 integrals. One was this one, 4 e to the power of negative 2t. I did it in a convoluted way, a little bit, longer way, but essentially it shows you that it's equal negative 2e to the power of negative 2t. The second integral was this integration by parts. So I picked my t to be u. Why did I pick t to be u? Because I know when I take its derivative, it's going to go down to nothing, constant, so we're good. And then I've had the other one to be dv. So I used my integration by part technique, and I found this, and I stick this into that square bracket upstairs. That's where I got it.
And when we finally get back to the equation, all those e's and negatives
Yeah.
will cancel.
So let me rewrite the whole thing again. So then I have e to the power of negative 2t y is equal negative negative e to the power of negative 2t plus half of t e to the power of negative 2t plus a quarter of e to the power of negative 2t plus c. You can divide by e to the power of negative 2t on the whole thing to solve for y. So you get y is equal, this will go away, will become negative 2. This will become half of t this will become a quarter. And then this will become c e to the power of 2t, because I have to multiply the whole, both side of the equation by e to the power of plus 2t, so it gets rid of that. These two can be combined. So y is equal negative 2 plus a quarter, so that's negative, negative 7/4.
I have a question.
Sure, let me just finish this. 1/2 of t plus c e to the power of 2t. Yes, sir?
Why is c being multiplied by e to the negative 2t?
Because in order for me to isolate y, I need to multiply the whole equation by e to the power of 2t. So I do this. I multiply the whole thing by e to the power of 2t. In order to get rid of this, to isolate y.
Wait.
So I multiply, and when you multiply the whole equation, you have to include everyone.
I thought you were dividing.
Yeah, I thought you were dividing.
I can divide by e to the power of negative 2t, it's the same thing. I can divide by e to the power of negative 2t, or I can multiply the whole equation by e to the power of 2t.
Oh, yeah, cause then it's negative 2t plus 2t.
Yeah.
because of x.
Oh, I see, gotcha.
Yep. Ah, let's grinding off that rust.
Okay.
What happened to this eco guy?
You know, you're just a teacher, right? I mean, it's not like you're the entire product of university or anything.
Yeah. I'm sure he will come at one point today. Question. So as you can see, these questions are involved. This was a very simple problem we did, and it took how many pages? Like 1, 2, almost 3 pages to do. You know, so actually more, 3.5 pages. So you can see how this thing could get a little ugly. For example, don't worry, I'll give you a sample example, but this is like what my final looked like a few years ago. Was 6 problems. That's it. But 2 hours is, you gotta be good to finish it in 2 and get a good, better grade. So you gotta be strong in all aspects to be successful in this class. I know that you have to remember a lot of things from Calc 2 and whatnot, and you have to kind of review, but if you don't stay on top of this course, you will fail. Like, I remember when I took differential equations in undergrads, it wasn't here, it was in Iran, but it was the course where you either make it or break it. It's just like, it's just so detailed. You need to know all the techniques. On the other hand, if you're good at calculus 1 and 2, you will be very good at this, because this is a very mechanical type of math. If you take my linear algebra course, it's like literally all proof. Like, it would be very theory. However, this one is just mechanical, a very mechanical course. So, as long as you stay on top of your techniques and really cover like all of these different
It's
stuff.
the, I thought the class is,
Are you a little early maybe?
oh, yeah. Oh, not start yet?
Yeah, what, you have a watch?
Okay.
So it's very mechanical, and as long as you stay on top of these techniques, so like this integration factor, it's an exam question. How to come up with an integration factor and how to use this to solve this integration factor problem, okay? So don't let even a day of work to pile up. Like today, I'm gonna give you some problems to work on. Go and work on those problems and review your notes. That's studying. Like, doing problems is not just doing, study. You have to review your notes and try to like fully figure out all the details. So let me just give you some problems to do. Solve y prime minus y equals 2t e to the power of 2t. Y at 0 equal 1. T y prime plus 2y is equal to t squared minus t plus 1. Y at 1 equals half. And then t y prime plus 2y equals sine of t. Y at pi over 2 equals 1. So these are three initial value problems. Next class, I'll just have one of you guys come and do one of these problems on the board, and then we can talk about it. I'm not gonna here's the thing about this class, I want you guys to do these problems. When you come up on the board, I'll probably ask your name, what it is. If you don't know how to do it, it's fine. I mean, you just didn't do it. You probably feel embarrassed that you didn't do it, but it's good to prepare yourself. I'm not gonna mark you down or mark you up or anything, but I just get to know you and see how you are and whatnot. The other thing is, it would be nice if I could see how you guys write. Maybe in a week I'll have you guys give me do a quiz. Maybe not this week, maybe next week. We'll do a quiz. So again, I wanted to see how you guys write, which means because there's a way to write mathematics. I mean, you just the flow of how you write your stuff, how large you write it, how organized you are, how's your handwriting. So then what I might do is I will cover the name so I'm not putting anyone on the spot, but I will critique a couple of pages that I get and say, this is really bad, and I will praise one that is really good with a good handwriting. Because the way that you write, the quality of writing, it makes a big difference, and when you go back to review your work, it's very important. So I want you guys to kind of get into the habit of writing things a little larger, space it out better, so visually you can see things better. And yeah, so next week I'll do a little mini quiz, and the next class might have someone to do one of these problems on the board. And if you don't want to do it, just tell me I don't feel comfortable going on board, and I'm fine with it. There's no punishment, nothing. I just wanted to kind of see how you guys are thinking. It's more like a collaboration than me being a judge here, none of that. I just wanted to see how things are on your end, because I'm hardly getting any feedback. These spaces are covered, I can't see things. So, if you don't want to do it, just say, hey, I don't feel very well today, can somebody else go? And no hard feelings, it's okay. So, any questions? All right, so do those problems, study your work. You already had 2 lectures so far, the second day and then this one. So, this is 2.1, you can cover that and go from there.